In today's video, we're going to be trying to break squirrels in Modern. The way that we're going to be doing this is by playing the card Academy Manufactor and Chatterfang the Squirrel General. If you are not sure how this works, it's very confusing, so I'd rather show you. Basically, all that happens is instead of making one token, you make 3 with Manufactor, and then those 3 tokens make 3 squirrels, and it just goes absolutely nuts. So we're going to be taking this nutty looking squirrel list through a League of Modern and seeing if squirrels can actually take it down. Match 1, we are on the draw, and our starting hand looks quite good. Opponent goes turn 1 Swamp into an Evoked Out Grief. And opponent takes our Goose and then casts an Undying effect, getting back their Grief. Then taking our Lonis. We find a Goose off the top, so we'll play our Yavimaya into Goose. Opponent goes straight to combat, poking in for 4. Then they play out a Blackleaf Cliffs. We top deck a Delighted Halfling. We're going to play out our Wooded Foothills, fetch Shock, and play out our Samwise. Then we will sack our food to make a green, play out our Halfling, and then Samwise makes us another food. And on the end step, they do Terminator Samwise. Opponent shocks in a land, plays out a Fable, and pokes us for another 4. We top deck a Forest. We might as well as cast our Coco now. This game. All right, well, we get a 4-mana Gilded Goose. They cycle away a Cliffs, attack in for 6, which we will not block, and nothing else from the opponent. Okay, Chord of Calling is a good one. We'll play out our Manufactor and pass back, and they cast a Terminate on the end step. And I'm not sure what we can chord for, but let's just do it. And does getting a Cauldron Familiar save us? I do not think so. Yep, we're just dead here. Opponent has us. We just our Coco whipped, so let's get on to sideboarding. We're going to take out 2 Chatterfang, a Parent Took, 2 Chords, and a Haywire Mite for 2 Soulguard Lantern and 4 Endurance. Game 2, our starting hand looks quite powerful. We'll lead on turn 1 Beseiju into a Gilded Goose. Opponent leads on a Cliffs into a Thoughtseize. Taking our Samwise. Oh, Springleaf Drum. Then we will play out our Verdant. And opponent plays out a Dothi on their turn. All right, Lone is not bad top deck, but we're going to hold up our Coco here. Please do not whiff again. Opponent plays out Takanuma, attacks in for 3. Then they fire off a Fable. In step, we will cast our Coco. Please hit. Okay, those are 2 cards. Not the best hits in the world, but I will take them. And we'll put their graveyard back into their deck. Ooh, we top deck a Chord. Let's play out our Lonis. And we will tick up our Grist and hold up our Chord. Opponent loots away a Feign Death. Why did I have to fire off a Thoughtseize? That's so annoying. Taking our Chord. Wow, now they're attacking Grist with everything. And they're attacking Grist with everything. And before blocks, they go to kill our Lonis. So we will cast out our Endurance here. So we get a Clue token and put their graveyard back into their deck. Oh, and they also have a Fatal Push as well. That's pretty nice. All right, well, we have the chump block here. Another land for us. We'll make a Construct, pick up a Soul Guide Lantern, play out our land, pick up with our Grist, and I guess we're attacking for 3. I'll go straight to combat, taking down our Grist. Then they play a land, passing back to us. So on the end step, we will make a food token. Samwise off the top. Then we will attack him with our Construct and Endurance. And they're going to take the damage. So before that happens, we will make another food token to deal an extra point. Plays out a land, then copies their Dothi with their Reflection. And looks like they're wanting to cast our Grist. And they're down ticking Grist, throwing their Shaman token to destroy, I'm assuming, yeah, our Construct. And then they sack their other Dothi to cast a Collected Company. All right, hopefully they whip. Croakson of Bowmasters. That's actually pretty good. All right, well, they're going to stabilize here unless we find something good off the top. Come on, good card. Misty Rainforest. Not it. So let's crack our Clue. Another land for the home team. And I guess we're going to play out our land and attack them with both, I think. Yep, and they block both of these, which is fine. Nope, we'll just let damage resolve. And we'll pass back. Opponent ticks up with their Grist, milling over a land. They have a Spyro as well. I feel like we're losing this one. And they do pitch a Ragavan. Oh no, they have a Fury. Good one. That's going to kill our board. Oh, they don't copy it with Reflection. Interesting. We take those. Okay, I mean, we only have one chance here. We'll sack our Soul Guide Lantern. Hopefully find something. There's a Saga. No dice. Come on. Fantastic. Yes, we'll play out a Saga. They tick up with our Grist, milling over Terminate. Then they escape out Croaksa, and we're going to take another 3. Guess we'll keep our Misty. It's probably more important to be able to find a Dryad Arbor than having Urza Saga. Then they copy another Spyro, pitching EE and a Dothi. Come on, Collected Company into, I don't even know what can save us here. Guess we will keep our Gilded Goose around and block here and sacrifice 2 food tokens. And we top deck a Manufactor. Yeah, well, we didn't draw good enough. Let's get on to game number 2. Match 2, we're on the draw, and hand looks really bad, but it's actually quite strong. Opponent leads on turn 1 Cavern into Advisor. What the? Okay, this is Amulet Titan. Oh my goodness. We find a Haywire Might off the top. Well, we'll lead on a turn 1 Halfling. Opponent plays out a bounce land, bouncing their Cavern and untapping their Celestial Sanctuary. Another Halfling. So let's go Lonis into a Saga, into a Halfling. Wow, opponent fires off a Summoner's Pact, taking up an Azusa. Then they cast Azusa out, playing out a bounce land. I guess getting, this seems like a really weird play. All right, come on, land. Cauldron Familiar. Not what I was looking for. Let's play out our Haywire Might. Yeah, and then we'll just play out a Gilded Use. Pays for Pact and finds a Valakut. So I'm assuming that their last card in hand has to be a Titan. Oh, it is not. It's a bounce land. Well, now I am confused. We top deck a Grist, and we are going to be doing some fun stuff this turn. So let's pick up a Witch's Oven. Then we will cast our Cord for X is 3, which will find a Manufactor. This will make us a bunch of tokens. Then we will cast out a Cauldron. Then Lonis triggers, giving us another treasure token. Then we'll cast out another Cauldron. Then we will sack our Cauldron to the Witch's Oven, bring it back with a food. And then we are going to look at their top 8 cards with Lonis and try and steal an a Primeval Titan, which would be pretty sweet. That would have been such a cool turn. Well, I guess we'll take a Dryad, and then we can cast out our Grist, sacking a Cauldron to kill their Azusa. Then we will make a green. Haywire might kill their Amulet, bring back our Cauldron, and this game should be over. Yep, and opponent skips it up, so let's get on to sideboarding. We're going to take out a Grist, a Chatterfang, and a Collected Company for Haywire Might and 2 Force of Vigor. Game 2, hand is slow, but I definitely will keep this. It's risky. Opponent goes turn 1 Saga into an Amulet. Cord for us will go Yavimaya into a Springleaf Drum. They play out a Vestige, making a green, then playing out a Dryad. And they have a Valakut. Sears not Orid. We will play out our land, play out our Samwise, and then play out our Vasir. They float a mana off Saga, picking up another Amulet. Oh, they have a bounce land. Yep, and they do have a Titan, and I'm just gonna skip to pass their turn. Either they kill us or they don't, so let's see what happens. And our opponent ends up just, giving their Titan haste, finding a double striking land, and yeah, this is lethal. So let's get on to game 3. Yay, smile. Game 3, our hand's just 2 land lights. We got them all. Yeah, this one looks good. We'll put back a Collected. No, we'll put back a Lonis. We can't cast it. An opponent joins us on a Moldus 6, and we'll play out a Tap Temple Garden. Opponent goes turn 1 Forest into an Amulet. We'll play out our Haywire Might, and we're just gonna sack it now, taking out their Amulet. Opponent plays out a Grazer, putting in a Celestial Sanctuary into the Forest again. Oh, I hate this game. Opponent plays another bounce land. Come on, land. That kind of counts. They play Forest. We try an Arbor. Yeah, I guess we'll play that and hold up our Cord. They play out 8 Gardens and looks like a Titan. Yep. And their Titan just picks up 2 bounce lands. I don't even know if they have the win next turn, so maybe we give ourselves another turn, but let's cast out this Cord. Vasir here is the only real pickup here. We find a Chatterfang. All right, let's get it, Cord, or not Cord, Collected Company. These are not good ones. Well, yeah, I think we're gonna be taking an L here. Maybe we have a chance. They're playing out another Titan, and I really don't think that does anything. Yeah, and they get a T-West and a Simic Growth Chamber. So next turn they should have the win because they can transmute for a Summoner's Pact, finding Dryad. And yeah, they attack and finding 2 Valakuts. So this is the turn. We gotta win or we are 100% dead. All right, well, I don't think we can sack anything else here. So let's draw a card. Land, cool. Shock it in. Then we will cast our Collected Company, and our Dry Arbor doesn't matter here. So in response to this, we're gonna sack it. Gilded Goose. Don't think that's gonna be good. We're really just looking for Samwise and a cat. Oh, we're so close. Yeah, I think we're just dead here. I guess we can sack and look at their top, or maybe Lonis saves us. Copium, Amulet of Vigor, and Expedition Map. Yep. All right, opponent has us here. They're gonna just be able to find a Dryad Arbor, or not Dryad Arbor, a Dryad of Elysian Grove, and they're gonna kill us. So let's go on to match number 3. Match 3, we are finally going first, and our hand does look quite good, so we'll keep. We're going to lead on turn 1 Fetch Shock for a Tomb, and play out a Delighted Halfling. Opponent goes turn 1 Fetch Shock with a Delta, into a Fatal Push on our Halfling. Come on, fetch land! Alright, let's play out a Cauldron into a Saga. Oh, we're up against Mill here? Interesting. They play out a Crab into a Swamp, milling us for 3. We top deck a Halfling, which is fine, so we'll play that and pass back. Oh, please, not another push. Yeah, they have another push. They play out another land, milling us for 3. Another Samwise for us. We we have to float a mana off Saga. We'll find our Springleaf Drum, and I guess we're casting out a 3-drop here. Might as well as be Manufactor, although I don't think it will resolve. It does resolve, interesting. And on the end step, they cycle a Fractured Sanity. It plays out another Crab into a Preordain. They keep one on top, then play out a Delta, milling us for 6. And they fetch out an Island, milling us for another 6. Okay, and in our upkeep, they draw 3. I wish we could cast out one of these first, but I think I actually have to cast the Goose out. Then we can cast out a Samwise. And yeah, I guess that's about it. Well, they're leading on Preordain, which gives me some false hope. They have a Field of Rune. Yeah, milling us for a bunch. And they take out our land. I don't think we have anything else. Maybe we do have a basic. Oh, we do. Let's go. We're so good at this game. And yep, that's game. They end up having an Archive Trap as well. So we'll scoop it up and get on to sideboarding. We're going to bring in 4 Endurances and 2 Fatal Push for Samwise, 2 Chatterfang, Lonus, a Took, and a Haywire Might. Game 2, hand looks quite powerful. We'll lead on turn 1 Yavimaya into a Goose. Turn 1 goes turn 1 Island into a Crab. Ooh, little Fatal Push off the top. We'll play at our Drum, make a black, and kill their Crab. Turn 1 plays a Swamp, passing, and we draw a Goose. And on the end step, they cycle a Fractured Sanity, milling over 2 Endurance. Turn it shocks in a Grave, and then cast out a Preordain. Passing back, so on the end step, we will activate Saga. I want to do that or make another Construct. I actually think I want to play out Chatterfang here. Might not be the right call. We'll pick up an Oven and then cast out our Chatterfang, tapping our Construct, and they go for a Drown and Lock on that. Yeah, let's Endurance, pitching a Chord to counter this. Oh, they do have an Archive Trap. That's actually so annoying. Yep, so then we might as well as cast out another Goose. Oof, they fire off a Fractured Sanity, milling us for 14. Ooh, there is a Cauldron in the yard. Yeah, we'll bring that back now. Come on, land. Let's go. And I actually think we're going to fire off this Chord now, picking up another Endurance, and we will shuffle our yard back in. Are you serious? Another Archive Trap? I'm so annoyed. Ugh, come on. And a Shelldock Isle for the opponent. Top deck a Goose. We will attack in. And they fire off a Push on our Construct. So in response, we will make a food. Then we will sack our Construct. This means we get 2 foods instead of 1. And then we will cast out our Gilded Goose. It fires off a Tasha's Hideous Laughter, exiling 19 cards. 0 Endurances, though. Oh, no. What is this Shelldock Isle? Fractionary Mills for 14. Give me an Endurance, please. That's not bad. I might actually win us the game here. Play out our Viserys here. So now we can sacrifice our Cauldron, bring back Cauldron. If they somehow do something here in the upkeep, we can win with our Cauldron plus Vizier Sears here. We can only get the opponent down to 1, but I don't know if they have a way of forcing us to draw here. So I think we're going to be actually able to win this one. What is this? Draw 3 for them? I guess if they have a... No, even under the Fatal Push, they can't even kill us here. I'm not sure what they could have. They play out a Crab into another Crab into an Island, but I think that we're going to get there with the really bad beats. On the intercept, they do push our Viziers here, but we will sack a Cauldron, scrying nothing because we don't have anything in our yard or in our deck. Then we'll bring back our Cauldron. Then we will sacrifice a Cauldron, have it in the yard, and go to our upkeep, which in our upkeep, we will make a food with our Goose and then bring back our Cauldron, barely winning. Oh, let's get on to game 3. That was so sweet. Game 2, our hand's just a little too weak here, so we'll mull. I guess. And we'll put back an Oven. Then it goes turn 1 Grave into a Crab. Chord off the top. So let's fetch shock, please. No Archive Trap and push the Crab. No trap. Let's go. It fires off a Preordain, keeping 2 on top, playing out a Vista. Land, please. Guess we'll play out our Halfling. They play out a Field of Rune into a Fatal Push, killing our Halfling. I don't like this game. On the end step, they cycle a Fractured Sanity, milling us for 4. Oh, plays out a Crab into another field. Oh, they milled 3 lands. Oh, bless up. We found a land. Oh, let's play out our Saga. And I guess we're going to play out our Grist here. And in response to this, they do field us. So we will pick up a Forest. And still no Endurances in the yard, which is nice. So we'll tick up passing. And on our end step, they fire off a Push on our Goose. They cast a Preordain. They fire off the field here, which means we will not have a Black Source to kill this Crab. All right. Still no Endurance in the yard, which is nice. We could Chord for 1 to pick up a Dryad Arbor, but I kind of don't think that is worth it. They do find a land here. So we took up Grist. I need a cat. Opponent fires off a recall, drawing 3. Firing off an extirpate on our cauldron. That's fine. Then they fire off a Preordain, putting one on top, playing out a crab into a Shellduck Isle, milling us for 6. Oh, and they still haven't milled an endurance. That's actually crazy to me. They surgical in response. Okay, so that means we are gonna have to chord here for X is 1. Okay, let's just pick up a halfling here. Okay, please no archive trap. We've gotten so lucky that we didn't mill any of our endurances. All right, and they don't have an archive trap here. Come on, endurance, please. That's not an endurance. I don't know if there's. I don't think there's a reason. Is there a reason to take up first? Yeah, technically it thins the deck a little bit more. So let's collect a company, endurance, and endurance. I guess there's not a reason to get 2 endurances, so we'll only take 1 and a mana factor. Then we will put our grave back in our deck. They fire off a laughter, exiling 14 cards. Getting rid of 2 endurances. Then they cycle a fractured sanity, milling us for 4, passing back. Ooh, another Coco. And let's fire that off. I hate this game. Then we will fatal push one of these crabs. Then we will down tick with a Grist, killing the other crab. And then we will attack in with everything. We could still lose this game, which is kind of crazy to me. They play out another Shelldock, and they play out a now Spellbomb, and they pop it right away, drawing a card. Then they play out a crab. All right, we gotta have a win somehow, right? Fatal push should be good enough in my opinion. Let's fire off the push. All right, I think we're just gonna attack for 7, not even tick Grist up, and play out a Chatterfang. They fire off a Visions of Beyond, drawing 1. Wow, and then they scoop it up. What a crazy match there. Let's get on to match number 4. Match 4, we're on the draw, and our hand's just a little too weak here, so am I. Yeah, this hand's also just too bad, so we're down to 5. Our 5 is definitely good here. I think we're gonna have to put back a drum and a land. Opponent goes turn 1 Blackleaf Cliffs into a Ragavan. Find another land off the top. We will shock in the breeding pool and play out a Goose. They play out a Cliffs into an attack for 2. We will not block. Ooh, we top deck a Lonus, and I actually think I'd rather play that. So we're gonna go Lonus into another Gilded Goose. Opponent plays out a Delta, attacking in, and I think I'm supposed to attack or block with Goose here. Another Ragavan? Yikes. Oh my god. This is so close. All right, let's play out our mana factor. Please don't have a removal spell for my Lonus. Okay, then we'll play out our Foothills, and we'll hold up fetching a Dried Arbor here to trigger Lonus again. They fire off a push without getting Revolt. Oh man, I feel bad for this opponent. They attack in, and I'm not gonna block again. I'm just like not really in the mood. Oh my. Let's lead on lane the Samwise. Please do not concede, opponent, please. All right, now we will play out our Squirrel General. Please don't concede, please. Yes. Yes. I think there's a right way to stack this. I'm not sure. I'm gonna pretend it's this way. No, it's the other way. Okay, so let's click. I don't remember which one I clicked first. Chatterfang and then mana. No, I think I did that wrong both times. I'm so smart. Okay, then we'll fetch out a Dried Arbor. All right, so it is. I need to make sure I do this the right way because this is like confusing which way the right way is. So it's manufacture and then okay. Yes, all of the squirrels. Yes, we have the squirrel army, and then we will sack. I guess 5 clues seems reasonable. Give me a card off the top of your deck. Ooh, I'll take a Fable, and yeah, I guess we'll pass back to them. I think we're ahead here. On our instep, they flash in an Orcish Bowmaster to kill our Dryad. An opponent plays out a Fury on their turn, and they go to kill a squirrel, which we will sacrifice to kill their Bowmaster, and then we'll let our Manufactor die. And opponent scoops it up, so let's get on to sideboarding. We're going to take out 4 Quarter Calling, a Took, and a Haywire Mite for 4 Endurance and 2 Lanterns. Game 2, our hand is a little bad here. Ew, this hand's also like so rough, but I guess we're going to keep and put back a land and hope we're not dead. Opponent leads on Swamp into a Thoughtseize, taking our Gilded Goose. Ooh, Samwise off the top. That's not bad. Wow, and opponent rips out a Croxa on us. Ooh, we get a Lonus off the top. Wish we had a Blue Swords here, but let's just slam our Samwise. Oh, plays out a Dothy. Nothing else. All right, looks like we're gonna get some Squirrelios. Play Beseiju into a little Squirrel General, and we get a nice little squirrel alongside our food token. Let's go. And we'll poke in for 2. Oh, just go straight to combat, and I'm hoping please no Fury. Oh, they didn't have a Fury. I was about to be so sad. Ooh. Oh, this isn't a forest. I hate this. All right, well, we'll play out our Cauldron. What is this, a Bowmasters maybe? I Wow, they terminate our Samwise. Well, we will attack in 4 and I guess play the land out. I'm gonna cast an Undying Malice on their Dothy, sacking it, and then they're gonna cast out a Samwise. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Let's fire off this Coco. Oh, we actually hit for once in our life. That's crazy. It's actually pretty tough. I think we want the Mana Factor and the Gilded Goose, as weird as that sounds. Make a food token, and we know how to stack this now. So it is Mana Factor first, then Chatterfang, which means you get 3 Squirreliums. Then we can kill the Samwise here by sacking 2 squirrels. Wait, they feigned at this? I don't think that does anything. Yeah, it doesn't. Then we'll attack in for 5. They sack their Dothy again. I guess they're gonna pick Coco up here and cast it and hope to hit like a few Spyros. Yep, and that looks like our collected companies. Then they play out a Fable. Yep, and they scoop it up. Let's get on to match number 5. Match 5, we're on the play, and our hand's a little too land heavy, so we'll mull. And this hand is much better. We'll put back a Haywire Might and keep this. We'll lead on turn 1 tapped Cabin. Oh no, it's a Tron Gamer. This is a big yikes. Okay, a Cauldron Familiar, not horrible. We'll go turn 2 Blue Source into a Lonis. Plays Mine passing back. We will play out our Saga and then play out a Chatterfang. Oh my goodness, I did not expect this to be Blue Tron. We'll keep this on top and then attack in for 1. And they play out a Power Plant into the One Ring. Casual Blue Tron Gamer, just getting, you know, natty Tron basically. All right, well, we find our Chatterfang again. We'll fetch Shock a Tomb, play out Fang, get a nice food and squirrel, or a clue and a squirrel, and then play out our Cauldron, get another clue and a squirrel. Or we can even cord for 2 here if we needed to. But we'll poke in for 1. They draw 2 more off the One Ring, and there's an island. Ooh, Boseiju. Okay, we'll float a mana off Saga. Pick up Haywire Might, fire off our Haywire Might on the One Ring, and they repeal that in response. Interesting. And now we will cord for a Mana Factor. And they have a Force Negation. Unfortunate. Boseiju, they're mine, sure. And they pick up a Steam Vents, interesting. Okay, we'll poke in for 1. And they have another mine, unfortunate. And another One Ring, what fun. Then they fire off an Expedition Map. All right, let's see, another Lonis. All right, we will crack a clue. We get a Halfling, okay. Okay, they play an Ugin, we'll scoop it up there. Let's get on to sideboarding. We're gonna bring in a Haywire Might and a Pith Needle for a Chatterfang and a Took. Game 2, our starting hand is a little too land light, so we'll mull. And this hand looks quite good. Sadly, we do have to put back a Samwise. We'll go turn 1 Yavimaya into a Haywire Might. They go turn 1 Power Plant. We top deck another Mana Factor, play out our Cabin, and then attack in for 1. They play out a Tower, we find a Tomb, we'll shock it in and play out a Mana Factor. And they have a Subtlety to put this back on top, and we'll bottom it, and we'll poke in for 1. They play out a map into an island. More Tron, and nothing good for us here. I don't even know what to do. Guess we'll just play out another Mana Factor and hope that they don't have anything busted to do with the Tron pieces. Yep. And they find Tron, but nothing off of that. Interesting. All right, well, we will slam a Chatterfang and attack in for 2. Strangely enough, that did resolve. On our end step, they repeal our Chatterfang. We're gonna place out an island, passing back. Yeah, we're just so dead. I don't even know what to do. I guess we'll play out a Sears here. That meets another repeal on our Mana Factor. So we will play out Boseiju and then play out Mana Factor again. And they have a Condescend. And we'll poke in for 1. Again, nothing from the opponent. We find another land off the top. Oh, we'll attack in for 2. Then we'll fire off a Chatterfang, and that meets a Subtlety. And okay, that's unfortunate. We'll put this on the bottom. Then we'll run out our Haywire Might and play a tap Breeding Pool. They play out another Expedition Map, cracking it right away, picking up a Blasto. I don't even know what to say. We're so dead. All right, you know what? We'll just scoop it up here. We cannot win. We'll take our 2-3 with strides. Overall, I definitely do think this deck has some, you know, obvious problems. It was pretty sweet to make a bunch of tokens, but the fact that it just doesn't have many other good win conditions other than deploying to the board, I just am not a huge fan of this. But anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please consider leaving a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.